the background isn't defined yet, so because we haven't named it, so let's name that the background. There are a few other areas related to the button. Okay, so that's why it doesn't work. Now what we need is an info panel. Okay, before it will work. Okay, the button works. You know, the background is there, script is there, but we're lacking of one graphic image. So let's create that. New, doesn't have to be very big. Say 300 by 200. Okay, transparent background. Okay, so an info panel of a rounded rectangle type. Right, that's the radius of the rectangle. Okay, it's a little bit too roundish, so I'm going to change that to 30, and that's better. Okay, I'm going to apply that style to it. Okay, put in text, info panel. Okay, pull the text right there and apply a few things. Okay, to make it nicer, apply the bevel and emboss. Emboss, yeah, that makes it really nice. It sort of grows out of the panel. Okay, and we're going to put a few texts. Integrating Photoshop and Flash. Pull this up. Okay, use the text tool again. Change the size of the text, change the color. Okay, you can actually, you know, that's together. You can just Control G, okay, to group them together in the info panel. Okay, so, but prior to that, we can also create, okay, sort of a container slightly in here with a different effect. Okay, we don't need the inner glow. Our bevel emboss is pillow emboss, no, outer, yeah, maybe outer, chisel hard, stroke emboss. We'll try a few things. Inner emboss, down. Okay, smaller size but greater depth. Okay, color overlay. Maybe we'll put it, you know, as a different color. Okay. Finally, I also want a drop shadow. Okay, so that's a nice info panel that we can save as a PNG file. Let's name it info panel. Okay, now that it's saved, we need to import it back. Yeah, we'll import it to the stage. Okay, so that's our info panel, which I'm going to change, you know, again, convert to symbol so that we can access it. Make it a movie clip, info panel. Registration point, put it to the top left. Move that out, sorry. Move that out of the way, put this back, and okay, name it info panel. Okay, so we have the info panel ready, and the other thing is, once we have the info panel, we need to use the button to sort of pull it into the picture, right? So what we do is, oh, we made a mistake. Okay, the info panel. Okay, yeah, that's right. That's okay. It's that. The button. Okay, I'm gonna cut and paste it into the button section. Okay, this button is called within the script. Okay, so there's a button script. Okay, which I'm gonna open right now. And this button script has the name my class. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to remove this button on the stage. Okay, and use the script, ActionScript, to call it in rather than put it in physically. So locate the button, right? And right mouse click on the button, put linkage, export ActionScript, and name that my button. Sort of link it to the class. Okay, it's found there, yeah? So the button now has a script associated with it. And what we do with the movable background is we import the button class. Okay, so we're actually importing this class in the picture, right? And over here, I declared a variable that is of that type, button. Okay, notice that the button class extends simple button rather than, okay, a movie clip, right? So in the constructor, okay, so that's the constructor. We instantiate the button, okay, and the button receives three things. Number one, it receives the stage width, stage height. Number two, sorry for that, it receives the info panel. Okay, remember that we named that the info panel, so that Flash knows that that thing is called the info panel, right? So we pass in the info panel and then we add it to the stage, okay, and that should work. Okay, so now it moves left and right, and the moment we move that our mouse over the button, okay, it shows the info panel. It's showing it in a rather odd position, so but we can change that. Okay, so let's go to the button. We want to make it lower, so 120 and maybe around 50. That's the position of the info panel. Again, run it. That's much better. Okay, maybe move it slightly lower still. 50. Okay, so that's the end. So that's how we integrate Photoshop and Flash into the picture. Now what you can do next is to use the script and actually define, you know, the top and bottom of the file, so that when you play it, you can actually move up and down the background as well. Okay.